If you do not make the choice to take a stand for something, you will likely fall for anything.
The first and best victory is to conquer yourself. That came from Plato. I'm your host, Eric Brown, and with me, Mr. Mike Jones.
Hey, Mr. Brown, what's going on, man?
I'm just making it happen, man. One step at a time.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with you. I love that quote by Plato. And he said, the first and the best victory that you can have in your life is to conquer yourself. And what we're talking about today, y'all, I'm telling you, is just smoking hot, Eric. And I can't wait to truly dive into this conversation about self-discipline.
How do you stay motivated to take action now, focused on the outcome that you're moving towards?
Okay, I believe that the best way to remain focused on developing self-discipline is by, first of all, understanding the benefits of doing so. So I have to say this out loud up front, y'all, and I'm truly asking that you listen with the intent to be influenced. Self-discipline does not mean to deprive yourself of the things that you want or you say you want. Being self-disciplined does not allow you to ration things. Being self-disciplined comes as a result of you having identified who you will become. And when you have identified who you will become, then now self-discipline is the thing that is going to allow you to become that person. Because self-discipline now identifies for you the appropriateness of the choices that you are making. If I am focused on becoming stronger, physically stronger, then I've got to be self-disciplined enough to start and keep a workout program that is going to allow me to become that stronger person. If my focus and who I want to become is a much supportive husband in my relationship, then I have to be self-disciplined enough to be available and to absolutely take up on the task that are going to allow me to clearly be a more supportive partner in my relationship.
Yeah, Mike, I love this because we talk a lot about outcomes, but I don't think we've talked about the benefits that you're receiving and how that drives you on your journey.
Yeah, and for me, Eric, when you talk about outcome, the one thing we've got to be clear about is that when I have a specific outcome, it is going to identify where I'm going. Now, I want you to visualize this now. You're on this journey going somewhere, and the sun is shining. There's a light, cool breeze blowing. Everything is hunky-dory. Everything is cool and fine. And then all of a sudden, here comes a storm. Big wall of rain and wind and all of the elements that comes along with the storm. What is going to keep you leaning forward? It is going to be the benefits of the outcome that you set. Why am I here? You have got to know your why. And I know that many of you over the years have heard this whole story about knowing your why. In this particular instance, it is absolutely critical that you know your why. Why do I want to be a more supportive husband? Why do I want to be physically stronger? If I know the benefits of that, the benefits are going to be the fuel that is going to help me keep driving forward when the circumstances are now against me. So when I'm truly self-disciplined, it doesn't matter if I am physically or emotionally being challenged. I am going to lean into it and make the appropriate decision and be disciplined in the choices that I'm making moving forward.
Got it. So as you connect to that outcome and you're moving towards those benefits, it becomes easier to take the right action.
Absolutely. The more and more you do this, so let's just do this for a second, Eric.
Yeah.
First of all, let's admit this. Nobody is born self-disciplined. However, everybody can become self-disciplined. Realizing that self-discipline is a muscle. Let's look at it as a muscle. When I exercise my muscles, they get stronger. But there's got to be an awareness that before they get stronger, they first of all get fatigued. They get weak. The muscle gets broken down. But as it now recovers, it comes back stronger as a result of me doing the work. So in the moment that you need to be self-disciplined and make the choice that is going to allow you to keep moving forward, it may seem painful in that moment. But I ask you to take a moment to think about how painful the regret is that you will have by making a poor choice in that moment and not being self-disciplined. The pain that you're going to experience as a result of making those very disciplined choices and being that disciplined person moving forward is going to be short-lived pain. The pain that you're going to experience from regret when you're not doing that, when you know that that was the right thing to do, is going to last a whole lot longer.
So, Mike, what you're saying is we all need to choose an outcome that we're willing to move towards.
Yeah, so an example of that, Eric, let's say if you wanted to write a book, you know what? I don't need to write the whole book today. I just need to write a page. So making the choice to be disciplined enough to write a page every 2 days or every week is going to trend me to ultimately completing that book. There are going to be so many additional unintended consequences from me making the choice to be self-disciplined. I am going to become more resilient as a result of doing that. In fact, there have been some medical studies out there that say the more you are self-disciplined, it will allow you to decrease your level of anxiety because you now know who you are focused on being, and you are now disciplined enough to make the choices to absolutely be that person. So when circumstances happen in the context of this, as you become more self-disciplined, you will be unfazed by those circumstances. In fact, those circumstances will be a part of allowing you to be able to authenticate that you are disciplined. So I would encourage you to stay focused on your outcome and recognize that being more self-disciplined has all kinds of unintended positive consequences that are going to allow you to create a better version of yourself.
Okay, so if you want to get smarter, you would look at some podcasts or read some books. If you want to get healthier, you would get your butt in the gym.
Absolutely. So I would say that there are all kinds of resources out there that will allow you to become more self-disciplined in whatever area of your life that you're choosing. It may be to absolutely read more books, listen to more podcasts about becoming the person that you want in your professional life or in your personal life. Be a better salesperson. Make one more sales call. Whatever that's about for you, I would encourage you to go out there and use the many resources that have been put out there that will allow you to become more and more knowledgeable on how to be self-disciplined in specific areas of your life. Now, even though I'm asking you to go out there and look for that information and connect to those teachings, I'm not encouraging you to go out there and find somebody to follow. I'm asking you to recognize that the intention that you should remain focused on is being able to lead yourself better and become more self-disciplined in whatever area it is that you're focused on.
Got it. Well, you heard it here first. It is about self-discipline and taking the first step.
Absolutely. And if you truly want to become disciplined, self-disciplined, get out on that edge. Because when you're living your life out on that edge, you will absolutely be disciplined to continue to do tough stuff. Have an incredible day.
Here we go now.